everybody, it's me again, and I have a couple little projects to share with you. I'm just kind of playing around with my kit here that I have in my shop. I have this in two versions. You can either buy the digital version of this where you print out everything yourself. It does come with one silhouette cut file, but this also comes as a JPEG, so that if you don't have the machine, you could just print this out and cut it by hand. But this one right here will also come as a silhouette cut file if you do have a Cameo. So it's called Give Thanks. It's in my shop. I'll link that below. And you also have the pre-order version, which will be, if you want, if you can't print it yourself and cut it yourself, I will print it for you and have this one also, it will be already cut out for you. So that's another way you can get this. So I'll have both links down below. And I just worked with this, but now once I'm done showing you this, I'm going to be moving in and showing and working with the planner kit that coordinates with this. So I mean, I'm going to make a planner to go. So let me just go ahead and show you what I've been doing. I did post a few pictures on my Instagram and Facebook page. I do have a Facebook page for the shop, and I'll link that below as well. It's only for the shop. It's not a personal, you know, page, because I really don't want to get into the whole Facebook thing. But what else did I make? I know I made something else. Okay, so I have like a little tray here full of stuff, and I haven't. Alright, so here's what I've been doing. There's two little folders in here. So with these, there's a page with tags. This right here, this image here, it's got 6 tags and then some black and white images. So I did cut those out, and 2 of them I put together and made a shaker out of, and then I left the other 4, you know, I'm just going to tuck that into something. And then what was on the bottom, I decided to turn them into little tags as well. So I just cut them out and then did the little angles here just by hand. I didn't use any, you know, special punches or anything, because there are some tag punches out there. And I just made little white, black and white tags. You can put like a word here. So I'll be sharing those together with this. And then and actually I forgot to mention that this, once I'm done, this is going to be a giveaway. So somehow I'm going to pack it all together. I don't know if I'll do a loaded pocket or not, or just, you know, pack it nicely somewhere. But once I'm done with this and then the fall planner, I'm trying to hurry so that it will be done in time for me to do a little giveaway, because I have where am I on my subscribers here? Hold on. I'm like super duper close to 16,000 subscribers, less than 100 away, and I'm sure by the time that I get to that, am I still recording? Hold on, okay. Oh gosh, I have all things opening up right now. I have flipped my laptop and I'm standing it up, kind of tablet mode, but not really. And I have a little piece of tape covering the little camera because I don't want that to go on by itself. You know, people like to spy. And I couldn't tell if I'm on recording or not. Anyway, what was I saying? Yes, so I will be doing a giveaway once I'm done with this. And it will be a TN plus what you see here. And yeah, I don't know where I was going with that, but there will be a giveaway. So all the little goodies that you see here, whatever is left, I'll pack up, and then, you know, that will be part of the giveaway. And let me just show you some of the die cuts I still have left. So in this kit, you will get, I guess, again, 2 versions. The one that you could just print and cut, which will be a JPEG, and then a silhouette cut file, which is ready for you to print it and cut out with your silhouette Cameo. So these are just some of the images that I haven't used yet. I might use them, I might not. I might cut out a second set, I don't know yet. It's a bit of a vintage slash shabby kit for fall. Okay, And I haven't cut out, I did print these, but I haven't cut them out yet. They're like, you know, vintage ephemera postcards or something. So okay, so let me just show you real quick. These I've showed you before. There is a tutorial in my, maybe a couple of tutorials on the playlist. I always have that playlist listed below, and it's just little pocket-sized folders. They are laminated, and I'll probably be tossing them into the TN when I make it. I was going to do something else, and then I ended up not. So I was just thinking of embellishment folders, which I might still do, but I ended up doing this instead. And then I just have them clipped together because they kind of want to pop open, and you see, since it's laminated, but it's better when they're in the TNs. So this is just using, again, my collection. You see how it doesn't really say, there's nothing that really screams fall, but it's a nice like fall theme as far as colors. Alright, I did make a wand using the paper again, and I did make 2 rosettes. Actually, I made 3. Here's the other one. Actually, I made one with this paper here. So this is the bigger one, and then I I border punched with this Fisker's scallop punch before I, you know, scored everything, and I did 2 pieces to make this size, which is, I think it's 2 inches. I'm sorry, no, it's 4 inches. It was 2-inch strips, 2 pieces of 2-inch strips. And then I layered some of that tulle that I found at Dollar Tree, which is actually really pretty. When I opened it up, I was surprised how pretty that is. And it's more like an organza, not really tulle, but look at how nice it is, and it's, you know, foiled as well. So I did use my Bodabra, which I also have out here, and what I did was I cut strips and stuck it in there with my Bodabra and put it in there, about 4 pieces maybe, to just make a quick little kind of like a rosette out of it. I just wanted to layer it, and you just see a little bit of it. And then I layered my other rosette there, and in between I sandwiched the pieces that you also get in my kit if you buy, only if you buy the pre-order. In the pre-order you get a couple of extra things that are not something I designed. They are store-bought. So you get 2 of each of these leaves here. You also get a paper doily, which is this one, and then these 3 felt leaves. So you also get those items in your kit. It's just a little extra something to kind of go with the fall theme. And then I just layered 3 of my die cuts, which I also inked. I don't have the ink out, but there was like leftover ink on this. These things always seem to have something left over when they're done, when you're done using them. So really cute. It doesn't, you know, I never did love these dark colors, so I really wanted something more shabby chic, but just a touch of those fall colors, the darker ones. And then the straws from my stash, I don't know where that came from. I have no clue, because I bought straws a while ago. The next thing that I made was this shaker tag using this, again, tulle / organza from Dollar Tree, and I forgot who it was. I'm going to try to take a quick peek right now while I'm yapping. Who I saw a tutorial on how to do these little shakers with the tulle. So let's see if I can find it real quick. I know who it is, but I can never remember like YouTube names. But I'm pretty sure I'll find it. Still looking. Okay, I believe it's Rosa's Creative Way, if I'm not mistaken. I hope I got that right. But I believe she has a little tutorial on how to make these with hot glue, which is an amazing. You know, anything that I can do with hot glue, I'm there. So it's been a while though. I've been wanting to try this, and excuse me. When I got this tool when I pulled it out and I used it here, and I immediately thought, oh wow, this is like really nice. It could make a great shaker. And I said, you know what, let me just go ahead and do it. I had my hot glue on already, and I did it pretty much the same way she did. I just used, she uses a little rubber mat because you are gluing tulle and you're pressing it down to make it stick on the back. So I just used this, which I like to use. It's just a kitchen spatula from Target, and you know, I just pressed it down and then covered it with another one of my tags that I had there. So really super easy. And then I just put in just a couple of colors, not that many. I really didn't want to add dark colors in there. Again, I just wanted this little bit of color as far as, you know, the darker colors. And then the last 3 of these pieces, which I found these at Tuesday Morning, then layered one of my die cuts here with some foam tape, and then the moth up here, again from my collection. I just put a little bit of trim, not much, not, you know, didn't want to get too crazy. And on the back I also put a little bit of trim. It was actually cut off from this piece that I had up here, and because it was too long, so instead of tossing it, I just put it there. And 3 different types of laces. I still have laces left over, people. I will be doing a I think I'm gonna have to do like a small series of videos of my storage now, the way it is now currently. I haven't moved furniture around or anything. I just changed out, I got rid of a lot of stuff. I did a lot of destashing, left me a lot of empty stuff, like empty containers, and moved my supplies around. So I do want to share how that came out for now. I say for now because I'm always changing. So the last thing I did, I actually had done the topper separately. I had shared a picture of that, and then I ended up using it to package what I made inside, and I will take that out. But here's what I made with the one doily that you get in the kit. You can find these, this particular one at Joann's. It's their Cheer & Co. And they have like a whole entire aisle with color coordinated party supplies, and part of it is, you know, doilies that coordinate with, you know, whatever that section is. So you do get 50 in there, but in the kit, that if you buy the pre-order only, you will get 1. And I just layered my felt, the 3 leaves that are in that kit, and the one rosette that I made, and then this, which is also in the kit, these 2 actually. And I did ink the edges of those, so it's not, you know, pure white. So see how the difference, just a little bit. And then inside, again, the background is my paper, and so are the 2 images there. I did make, and it didn't stick, so I'm gonna have to find a different thing here. I'm just gonna have to make a hole in there. Look at this pretty. This is just 1 out of 2 of the washi from Joann's, but I can't remember if it was this year or last year's. I think it was last year's, and I was hoping that it would hold this, but it's not doing a very good job. It's probably because, you know, I'm in Florida, it's nice and hot in here. So I'll poke a hole in there, and I'm going to put a little piece of wire so that I can just dangle this. And this is just a little planner dangle, so it's going to be a planner giveaway with, you know, the extra goodies. And I think this came out so pretty. So, you know, I have a ton of these. And I did have browns, but I didn't want everything to be, you know, the dark colors. So I did make a bow without the tails with this ribbon here, which is from Hobby Lobby. It's been in my stash. I hate these huge spools, so eventually I'm going to be, you know, taking it off the spool. But it's a pretty, like a peach color. Does it say what color this is? It's called Gold Blush. It's like a blush with the gold polka dots, and it actually is kind of soft. So now the way I made this is a little different, this bow, because again, it doesn't have a tail. On the back, you're going to feel the rubbery, you know, the glue, the hot glue back there, because I needed to kind of mesh it in or smush it in to hold, what's in my nail? to hold the fibers, you know, from the cut here, because this kind of, you see, it kind of frays. But what I did was, let's just say this is that bow part, right? But longer. I glued 2 pieces. I'm like way out here. Is that better? Okay. I glued the 2 ends together like this. So imagine this is longer, and then did my bow like I've done in the past. Oh, look at the cute little bow, right? And just hot glued in the middle and in these 2 ends here. And then I took another piece of this and rolled it and hot glued that to make my thing here, right? And then wrapped it around and just hot glued it in there. So no tails. I just wanted to try without a tail. It was a little difficult to hold everything, but it still came out really cute. And then I wanted to dangle the tassel that I had found out Tuesday morning a while back. I do have a tutorial on how I make this similar but different, this kind of bow, but with the extra dangle on the bottom. You don't need to have that extra one, but that's what I've been doing lately because I think it's cute. So on that playlist down below for Traveler Notebook tutorials, it's in there. Please take a look. It might not like say right away in the title what it might be, but if you read my titles, you should be able to find it, and it's definitely there. And then I just did 2 paper clips with the die cuts again, with some of the paper clips that were from Michael's, because someone had told me that they were there, and I went ahead and I did find them, but I found them at a different Michael's. So these are the rose gold ones, and I just, you know, hot glued them together with a little circle. I just used my little circle punch here, so it's all coordinating. Now I'm gonna have to, oh wait, get back here, it's too far down. There we go. Now I'll have to make that hole, and I think that's all that I have for you. And I didn't seal this yet. This is not going to be the seal. It's just I didn't want to seal it completely until I was done sharing it with you. So maybe, you know what, I'm pretty sure I've never showed you how I do it with a little wire, so I'm going to do that now while we're on here because it's a little early, and show you how if I'm not going to use tape to hold my charm here, I just grab some wire, which I've had this for years, so I don't know where I got it from, but I'm sure you could find this at the craft store. So I have like different colors and stuff like that. These are just things that I rarely use, but here's a piece. I probably could just use this. And we're just gonna cut a piece and run it through. I don't like this wire. Let's just use this little black one. And I need a wire cutter somewhere. We're just going to cut just a little piece here, actually a little longer, just in case. And we're going to fold it over and just give it a twist so we have just enough to, let's see, make sure. I might have to cut another piece. Just enough so it'll, you know, fit on there, right? For now, let me take it off. And we're going to make a hole. But just gotta figure out where that hole is gonna be. So you're gonna lay your piece, and then we're gonna just say it's about there. And I'm gonna make a hole. I should have a poker thingy, but I don't have it out. So I'm just gonna use my blade and make a tiny hole in there. And then run this through. Just poke it in. Okay, don't push it all the way through. Then clip this on so this way it doesn't go through. Okay, and now what we're going to do, I'm going to twist it a little more. just so there's not so much bulk there. And then okay, we're gonna just kind of make sure that that folds over. Get my tape again. I'm gonna reuse this. This is just not gonna hold it in. It's now going to hold it in place now, so it's okay. And there, at least that'll stay. I folded this down just in case, and this is folded down this way. All right, there. So now I could just go ahead and finish packing this up and continue with my projects. I don't know what else I'm gonna make. I do know I'm gonna work next on the TN. So when that's done, I will share it with you. If there's anything new that I'm gonna do, then I'll record the process. Otherwise, almost everything that I share with you, minus this shaker one, I have done tutorials on. You just gotta like type it in, and you should be able to find it in the little search engine for my channel. I won't do a tutorial on this because Rosa does a great tutorial on that. There's no need for me to do one. If I don't link it below, please remind me to link her channel below for this shaker tutorial. Alright, so thank you all for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye now.